Hello world, today's video is going to be another College 101 video, and this is going to be specifically geared toward first semester nursing students or nursing students in general. The purpose of this video is going to be primarily about exams and how to prepare for exams, so let's just jump right on into it. And of course, if you have tips and tricks, leave them below because the whole purpose of this is to help people. The first thing I wanted to talk about is your syllabus. Now, mine looks like this. It's more so like an outline rather than a syllabus. Typical syllabus content has like what textbook do you need to get, the things we're going to be going over, your projects, your exams, how much everything is worth, and all that other stuff. But this tells you specifically what your learning outcomes are, the content you're responsible for, and the learning activities or the chapters that you need to read or case studies that you need to do. So the first thing I would say is look at your learning outcomes to see specifically what do I need to know. So for example, the outcome that I have here says, outcome number 8, discusses the nurse's role in providing care for clients with substance abuse. The next thing are the content. So you have this outcome. Well, how do you get to the point where you can actually understand what your role is as a nurse? Well, you need to know the overview of substance abuse. You need to know the physical and psychological dependence of substance abuse, and you need to know about withdrawal and tolerance. And that can be found in Chapter 8. So what I would do specifically, if I'm trying to prepare for this exam, the first thing that I'm going to do is take notes on this chapter because, as we all know, you don't get everything that you need in class. And so I'm going to go to Chapter number 8, and I'm going to look at the learning outcomes in the front of the chapter. I do this to save time. So this is Chapter 8, which talks about substance abuse. Chapter 8 has 9 learning outcomes. I'm going to go in Chapter 8, and I'm going to read all the outcomes, and I'm going to circle the outcomes that have to do with physical and psychological dependence, withdrawal, and tolerance. That's it. Then I'm going to answer those questions. I'm going to go in the back of the textbook, and I'm going to look at the key concepts or the summary, look at those bullet points to see if that helps me to understand whether I master the content or not, and then I'm going to do the NCLEX question. So, sorry, my mom just got home. She was like, "Are you here or not?" "Yeah, I'm here. I'm recording a video." So at the bottom are the NCLEX questions that you can answer. So that's the first thing I would do. Make sure that the outcomes that you're answering matches up with the content you're responsible for knowing. The next thing I would do, your school may or may not have access codes to this. You have My Nursing Lab and My Nursing Kit. My Nursing Lab and My Nursing Kit has NCLEX questions, and they also have pre- and post-tests. So this is my pharmacology book. They also have that for my foundations book, and our school is nice enough to purchase these access codes for us so we didn't have to pay for them. So what I basically do is what I just told you. I circle the learning outcomes at the beginning of the chapter that relate to what I'm responsible for knowing on my syllabus or on my outline. I do the NCLEX questions in the back of the book. I study the information. Then later I take the pre-test so that I know what I do and do not understand. I study what I am deficient in, and then I take the post-test. That is what I do to study, and it helps me so much. I know that there are people that don't have time to do all of that, but if you do have time, I strongly suggest you do it because the more practice questions you do, the better off you are going to be. So that's basically all the tips and advice that I have for you, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.